Live on the scene, this is Tina from Salem News Network. Mass hysteria is spreading around Salem as 4 girls have been claimed to be possessed by the devil and accused of several women on witchcraft. After local doctor William Griggs diagnosed Elizabeth Paris and Abigail Williams to be bewitched, other young girls have been exhibiting similar witch behaviors, such as throwing fits and intolerable screaming. Since then, many women have accused and still been accused and tried as we speak. The first woman to be found guilty is named Bridget Bishop, and she has already been executed this past June. Tomorrow, we've gotten the chance to meet with Sarah Good to give us a little behind the scene of what it's like to be a witch. Good evening, this is Tina from Salem News Network. We've been given the opportunity to personally interview Sarah Good so she can let us know what it's like to be a witch.
I'm not sure who started with the accusation saying that I'm a witch, because I just stand with I do not stand with the Puritan values of the women, but I am not a witch, and I don't know who came up with those accusations.
Why are you reading?
I'm coming up with a new spell. I am just reading for knowledge.
Miss Goodman.
Just reading.
Rumor has it that you are constantly seen with a famous claimed witch, Tituba. Can you tell us about her?
No comment.
Don't you know her?
She's a slave of Samuel Parsons, and I don't associate with slaves.
Well, thank you, Miss Good, for your time. I really appreciate you coming out and giving me a behind the scene of what it is.
Thank you. Likewise, I really enjoyed being here.
Thank you. Come back tomorrow where we'll have a live panel of other people's views on the Salem Witch Trials. Good evening, this is Tina from Salem News Network. Today I was given the opportunity to actually have a one-on-one conversation with Dr. William Griggs. Mr. Griggs, tell us about yourself.
All right, my name is Dr. William Griggs of the town of Salem, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. Where did you get your qualifications from?
My qualifications were, it was voted amongst the town. We don't really have a medical school to go to, so they thought I was most qualified, and I think they were right.
Okay. How did you diagnose?
Diagnose what?
Your activities with the witches.
Well, it all started, the first 2 women that I came across, Abigail Williams and Elizabeth, I can't remember her last name at this time, but they had marks on themselves and they were saying they were hearing voices. It was kind of dramatic. I've never come across anything like that before, so I didn't really know how to. So me and Dr. Wikipedia, he assisted me in my research.
Dr. Wikipedia as in who?
As in Dr. Wikipedia. He assisted me, and we came to the conclusion that it was something that was beyond our power. So a lot of times we tried different things on medical wise, but we tried prayer, and I felt like if it wasn't something that God can cure, then maybe they didn't belong in the town.
What were your treatment options?
Like I stated, it wasn't really that many options. Especially when you're talking about someone hearing voices, it's not something that you can hear. Let's see. So it was not really much that we could do. More so try to stop the symptoms and try to understand why it was happening. And then when it started to happen to multiple women, and then when multiple women were accused, that's when I thought that it was something that had to be eradicated indefinitely at that moment.
Do you think the witch killing are justified?
I do. Just to think if it would have spread somewhere out of our town, it could have gotten way out of hand. So I'm glad that we were able to handle it the way we did.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Welcome to the live panel discussion on the Salem News Network. Today, I've been given the opportunity to discuss these matters of questions that's been on the citizens' mind. I have John Proctor to my left, Dr. William Griggs, Sarah Good, and Tituba. What is your stance on the witch craze, guys?
Well, I'll go first, seeing that I'm the most qualified. My stance is a lot of these things are unexplainable. There's no science behind the voices that are being heard, or like the marks and like the biting of themselves, and all these acclaimed weird like things that are happening in the town. So my stance is that it's just something that has to be eradicated, and I'm glad that the town took my diagnosis into account, and I'm glad we got rid of it.
And actually, I completely disagree with you. My wife was one of the people being accused of being a witch, and I think it's blasphemy. I've known her for many, many years, and I can vouch for her with my life, saying she is not a witch.
I feel like you're just saying that you're biased because that's your wife. But it's understandable though. I definitely understand it.
No, that's not lies. I've heard many people being accused, and I just can't agree with that. I cannot wrap my head around.
Who else has been accused?
Me, actually, and I don't agree with it because I'm just trying to stand up for the Puritan values.
No, I don't agree.
I'm not trying to stand up for the
See, you're
Puritan
confused.
values.
I feel like you are a witch, and you're just here just to be on his side. He probably knows his wife is a witch as well.
I'm done with you. I can't even argue.
I mean, it is what it is. Next question.
Do you all trust? Now the question for John Proctor, Sarah Good, Tituba, to the doctor. Do you guys all trust his opinion?
No.
He
He doesn't.
biased.
No, he's just a regular man wearing a coat. That's it. I do not trust his opinion whatsoever.
Did you go to med school?
Did you?
I mean,
I didn't think so.
Oh.
They don't have med schools where in the town, but I was voted, so it was the right decision to make, and I stick by my diagnosis.
I don't think so.
Miss Good?
You have no proof, no evidence, no backup for anything that you claim, and you just tell girls that they're witches for doing simple things like reading or, just anything. So, no, I do not trust your opinion.
So what do you have to say about the person sitting to my left that has claimed that they're a witch?
That's her business.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't trust any doctor opinion. I'm a witch, period.
Period.
See? Exactly.
Last question. Do you think the execution of the witches is justified?
Yes.
No. I don't know about her, but I do believe that my wife should not be executed because I said she is not a witch.
It's your wife, though.
Doesn't matter. I
What
just don't think
if, or how do you feel? You just said it. You don't know about her.
because that's not my wife though. I haven't known her for years, but this is my wife.
This is
I've
what
known
I'm
the
saying,
person
though.
for
This is
years.
what
I
I'm
can
telling
vouch
you.
for that she is not a witch.
I feel like you're also a witch, but we just haven't touched on the fact that you're a witch as well.
Who you talking me?
Yes,
I'm a witch?
yes, you're
No.
a witch as well.
No.
All of you guys sitting here
You're
at the
crazy.
table are
You're a
witches.
guy wearing a lab coat. That's
I
all you are.
guess.
A guy wearing a lab coat.
Sarah, you have anything to say?
Once again, just to go off what I was saying before, no, you shouldn't just be killing anyone for no reason. So,
But it's not for no reason. What if it happens to get out of the town? Then what do you do then? It's too late to stop it. Let's eradicate this while we still have control over it.
What if there's other options, like containing the people instead of having to execute them?
How do you contain someone that's hearing voices?
Like a jail cell. You build a perimeter around them and keep them enclosed.
For how long?
Doesn't matter. You just keep
You
going at
can't
it.
just keep people caged.
If you're accusing
That's
them of
slavery.
witches, yeah, but you're about to kill them. What worse is that?
Whoa. So slavery is equal to being a witch?
No, but it's better to be a slave than it is to
Is this
get.
what John Proctor is getting to?
No, it's just more justifiable to keep people enclosed as encaged than it is to execute them for no reason and to back up your theories.
All I want to say is that I can't believe you just brought slavery into this.
Anyways, I'm ready to get executed. I don't care, I'm a witch.
This is the end of our live panel discussion. I appreciate you all for tuning in. This is Tina from Salem News Network signing off.
Yo.
The trials have now ended, and unfortunately, 19 of the 200 accused were found guilty and executed by hanging. Of the 19, 6 who were men were accused of supporting the witches.